Hello beauties, and welcome back to the Bumpy Bones Locksport channel. In today's video, I have an Agent LS5 Dimple Lock that we're going to pick open. So let's go and get started. Now this is a pretty fun lock. This is a purple belt level lock on the Lockpickers United Belt System, and it is a high pin count dimple lock. So what do I mean by a high pin count dimple lock? Well, this has 12 pins in it. We have 2 rows of pins. We got a row of 6 pins on the right and a row of 6 pins on the left, and they all have mushroom security pins in them. So it gives some pretty good feedback when you get feedback with this lock. So let's go ahead and show it working and all that. Now I am not going to gut this lock in today's video. This is a kind of a common issue that you get when you start with the high pin count dimple locks, and especially the locks that have multiple rows of security or pins in it. So last week when I initially picked this lock on W3OY Ray's live stream, I got super excited that I got it picked open because this is my second purple lock I got open. And when I went to close it, I accidentally went the wrong direction and I wound up over-rotating the core. And the reason that's a problem with these style of locks is if we look at the bottom of our keyway, there's nothing on the bottom here. So if we rotate this core 90 degrees so it's in line with our security pins, what's going to happen is we are going to drop our security pins on this one side into our keyway, and that is exactly what happened to me last week. And the problem that I have with this lock is I don't have the tools that I need to use to gut the lock, to remove the core and all of that. So gutting and reassembling this lock was a real pain in the butt for me. Fortunately, the Bible does come out and there are plates over the pins, so I was able to repin it. But again, I don't really have the tools to get those plates back on properly, and I really don't want to take them off and put them back on again because I'm worried that I won't be able to do it again. So I need a plug that is 12 millimeters. That's the width of the core to plug in here, or a power that's that width. And I don't have one that's 12 millimeters. I got one on order that I'm going to use to make a special power that I can use in these style of locks. But until I get that, I'm not comfortable in gutting this lock quite yet. But let's go ahead and pick it open and see what we can do with it. So one problem I am having with this lock, for some reason, is I've been having some funky feedback lately. And some inconsistent with that. So it will either be really nice and I'll get some nice crisp feedback, or it will be very mushy. Now I'm going to be using my 2mm pry bar from Lock Tools, and I'm going to start with the dimple set from Bare Bones. So this is their bone casket dimple set, and I'm using one of the flat profiles and all of that. So I'm going to actually go bottom the keyway tension with my Hooligan here, and let's see if this is going to give me, yep, nope, that's weak feedback on it for some reason. I don't know why this does that. Let me see if I can work this so it gives me some better feedback. Alright, here we go. I think we got it. So let me move over to our other mic here and let's see what it takes to get this guy open. Alright, so I'm going to start in the front and try to go right, left, right, left, right, left. However, I'm still new to high count multi-row dimple locks, so I might mess that up. And if I do, I'll just hunt for the pins that I can identify and feel the counter rotation with. So we're going to start with pin 1, and a nice click and nice counter rotation. So we're going to go to number 2 here on the right. Don't do this, don't do this. Here we go. All right, there's 2, 3, all right, 4, and then Nothing else. There's 5. Six. 7. 8. 9. Alright, let's start at the front. Everything's feeling good there. Moving back. Feels good. That feels good. That's feeling good. And there we go. Alright, so now this is what I was kind of talking about. You don't really want to go past that level of rotation when you're picking these locks, because if we go further, like say another 10-15 degrees on that, we're going to run into that issue where our security pins are going to fall into our keyway. So I'm going to lock this back up because I really want to make sure that I do that properly. So I'm just going to rotate back clockwise, and there we go, it is locked. So this is actually becoming one of my favorite kind of dimple locks to pick, because I get some really good feedback. I might need to oil this a bit in order to resolve that issue that I had at the beginning where I get that mushy feedback, but you know, when I get the feedback on this guy, it is nice and crisp, so I really like it. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. As always, do feel free to like and comment on my videos and subscribe to my channel, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I will see you all later.